Nvidia stock crashed 10% on the last trading day, April 19. And on this day, in the last 10 minutes of the market, we detected two unusual trades by wealthy investors. So in this video, we will analyze this unusual option activity to find out how the rich are trading Nvidia now. Are they bullish or bearish, so that we can be prepared for what's to come for Nvidia? Because as you can see here, we are trading at a very key level here. This support level is right where we had been trading after earnings rally. So if we break this support level, Nvidia could drop down further. So without further ado, let's get to the data so we make sure we do not trade with emotions. We follow the data. So on the option time and sales tape, we can see 3:50 p.m. 10 minutes left, 5,450 contracts being traded. And at 3:52 p.m., 5,000 contracts being traded. So these two unusual trades, we will take a deeper look. They are at different strike prices. 550 strike calls and puts, and the 760 strike puts and calls. So what do they mean? Let's take a deeper look at the May 17 options, where these were being traded at. 550 strikes. Let's make sure these are opening trades and not closing trades. We can see the 550 strike puts, open interest of 3,487, which is less than the unusual options of 5,450. So we know these are opening trades. Same on the call side as well. Open interest of just 1,135. So we believe they are selling the 550 strike calls to open and buying the 550 strike puts to open. So when we analyze this trade, you can see Nvidia's stock price on the x-axis here. This line is the profit loss line. And so as we move our mouse down in Nvidia's stock price, you can see profit increases because this is a short bearish position. We also know that because the delta is negative here. If it was bullish, it would be a positive delta. Now, keep in mind, this could also be a hedge where they have underlying stock position and that they are worried. And so they bought these options and sold these options as well as a hedge to their position. What we mean by that is that imagine if they had underlying stock, for example, 100 shares for every contract of option right here. You can see what they're essentially doing here is ensuring they are profitable on their trade. You can see the blue line is actually above 0, which means they will be profitable no matter what happens to Nvidia. Okay? They'll stay profitable at expiration when these options expire, May 17. Maybe in the short term, which is the purple line, they could incur a loss here. But because of these options theta gain, they will actually go back up and be profitable on this trade. And that is why this blue line is flat. So they are hedging their position. All right. So keep that in mind, that this has this good chance that these are hedges being put by institutional investor, okay, that is worried that Nvidia could drop further because of this 10% crash. All right, we know they had a lot of capital in this because they sold the 550 strike calls, right? And by doing that, each of these calls that they sold required a buying power of about $36,000. And since they did 5,450 contracts, this trade required at least $196 million. Okay, that's if they did not have shares, right? So we know they had a big position in this trade already. Definitely a wealthy investor. So if you're interested in our work where we analyze the trades of wealthy investors to make more informed decisions on how we set up our option strategies, then make sure to go to our website where we have better trade ideas that have more clear signals as to what investors are doing. Sometimes they are insiders trading on leaked information. Okay, not like trades on Nvidia where many people are trading, so there's a lot of data happening on a daily basis, so the signals are not as clear as to whether or not the stock will go up or down. But other stocks that the wealthy investors are trading, where not many people are trading, not many people know about, and that's why when they make their trades, the stock tends to go in that direction. The data is more clear when it is a stock that not many people are trading, right? So if you're interested, go to our website to gain access to these trades that the rich are trading. Because as we all know, the rich are getting richer on Wall Street because they have better access to information than we do. Sometimes insider information. So let's take a deep look at the other trade at the 760 strike, puts and calls. As you can see here, open interest at the 760 puts, 1,933. That's less than 5,000. So we also know these are opening trades. Same on the call side with only 711, less than 5,000. For this trade, we believe they are selling the 760 strike puts and buying the 760 strike calls. And by analyzing this data, we can see that this is a bullish long position, because as Nvidia goes up, you can see this profit loss line increases. It is a positive. And we also have a positive delta. And one thing to note, they sold the 760 strike puts. So that is a lot of buying power because they are essentially willing to own Nvidia at 760 a share, 100 shares. So each contract required $76,000. And since they did 5,000 contracts, this trade required $380 million. So a lot more than the first one. So keep this in mind, all right? Because if this trade required a lot more and it is more bullish, then what this tells us is Nvidia stock has a higher chance that it will not break below, but it will bounce up here, and that this could potentially be a good buying opportunity. Okay, we know a lot of people are scared right now. They are running for the hills because of this crash, and the media is talking a lot about this being the end of the AI rally, the bubble bursting. So based on this data, we are not too worried, but we will constantly look at this data on a daily basis to see where we are headed, because the data can change. Okay, that is something that does happen, and that is why it's very important, especially for stocks that trade with the largest volume in the market now, which is Nvidia stock. Okay, so keep that also in mind. That is why trading Nvidia still carries risk, even if you use unusual option activity. And that is why when we trade Nvidia, it is considered a lower chance of profit trade in comparison to the trades that we share on our website with our members. So if you're interested in those, make sure to go to our website. We'll put a link at the top here. Let us know in the comments below, what do you think is going on with Nvidia? Will Nvidia trade lower? Did the AI bubble pop? Or is this a good buying opportunity? Take care, smash the like button, and have a great day.